In the previous episode, we learned about Mahaganesha. So far, we have seen how many demon leaders have perished in the ongoing battle between the forces of the demons and the army of the goddess. Now, let us explore the remaining events. Agastya said to Hayagriva, "O Great One, so far you have explained how the demon leaders in Bhandasura's army met their end. Now, I wish to learn the details of the battles waged by Shri Lalitha Devi. What did Bhandasura do upon learning of the deaths of his brothers in the war? After losing his brothers and sons, who were the remaining commanders in Bhandasura's army?" Then Hayagriva said, "O Kumbhasambhava, listen carefully. Hearing and understanding the story of the goddess will cleanse all sins. Such is the sanctity of this tale, especially on the occasions like Ashtami and Chaturdasi, during the transitions of the sun from one zodiac sign to another, while performing sacred rituals like yajnas and yagas, during the spring equinox, autumn equinox, and on auspicious festival days. Listening to this story will lead the goddess to remove all our sins." Upon learning of the death of his brothers, Bhandasura was overcome with immense grief and despair. Consoled in various ways by Kutilaksha, he regained composure and ordered his army to prepare for battle. With an army of 2,000 Akshohinis, accompanied by Talajangha, Kutilaksha, and 40 other demon commanders, Bhandasura set out for war. He rode on a chariot named Abhila, which was drawn by 1,000 lions, and wielded a sword called Ghataka in his hand. As Bhandasura set out for battle in this manner, fear gripped the worlds. Even the forces of the goddess, upon seeing the might of Bhandasura's army, were initially startled, but quickly composed themselves and prepared for battle. To face Bhandasura, the goddess herself descended on her divine Chakraraja chariot. This chariot had the 4 Vedas as its wheels, and the 4 aims of human life, dharma, artha, kama, and moksha, served as its horses. The flag of bliss, Ananda Dwaja, fluttered atop the chariot. Auspicious omens were visible in the goddess's army, while in Bhandasura's army, inauspicious signs began to appear. The battle began. Arrows were being shot from both sides. The skies were filled with arrows, and the entire battlefield became engulfed in darkness. Dust covered the skies. The forces of the demon Bhandasura could not withstand the arrows fired by the goddess's army. Blood flowed across the battlefield. On the 4th day, only 6 hours have elapsed and the battle raged fiercely. Sridevi, seeing the gravity of the situation, began to fire arrows at Bhandasura. This event is described in the 79th verse of Shri Lalitha Sahasranamam, which says, Bhandasurendra Nirmukta Sastra Pratyastra Varshini. The weapons used by Bhandasura, the demon king, are not to be understood simply as conventional weapons or missiles. They symbolize ignorance, ego, and attachment that bind the soul. These are the obstacles that hinder a being's journey towards self-realization. In response to these weapons, the goddess employs her counter-weapons. Parahanta, the destroyer of the outer ego; Atmajnana, the knowledge of the self; and Chidananda, the bliss of pure consciousness. With these, she ensures that the soul attains self-realization. Parahanta refers to the ultimate selfless truth. It destroys the ego, ahankara. Atmajnana, or the knowledge of the self, eliminates ignorance, and by removing this ignorance, it dissolves the suffering caused by the cycle of birth and death. Chidananda is the transcendence of all attachments and dualities, leading to oneness with the Supreme Soul. In the science of archery, Dhanurvidya, a sastra refers to an arrow. To strike a distant object or enemy, one uses an arrow. An astra, on the other hand, is a weapon combined with a mantra. The 5 elements, Panchabhutas, all divine energies, and the powers of demons manifest as astras. These astras, in their respective forms, assist those who wield them. While Bhandasura deployed astras filled with ignorance in the battle, the goddess used astras filled with knowledge. When the goddess released a single arrow, it transformed into 10 arrows. As these 10 arrows traveled through the air, they became 100. Upon striking the demon army, they turned into 1,000 arrows. When they struck the bodies of the demons, they became like countless arrows. In this way, 22 astras were used by the goddess, each with its unique power. Let us now explore their details. Bhandasura used the Andatha Misraka astral weapon, which cast a deep darkness. In response, the goddess used the Mahatarunyastra, spreading a great light. Bhandasura used the Pakhandastra to spread confusion among the divine forces, while Lalitambika used the Gayatri Astra to counteract this. Bhandasura invoked the Andhakastra, which brought darkness to the eyes of the Shakti forces. In turn, the goddess deployed the Chakshusmatyastra, restoring their vision. Bhandasura used the Shaktinasanastra, but the goddess responded with the Visvavasu Astra. Later, Bhandasura invoked the Antakastra, a weapon of death, but the goddess countered with the Mrityunjaya Astra, the weapon that conquers death. We will explore the details of the remaining astras in the next episode.
Thus, we reach the end of this video. Please leave your opinion in the comment section below. If you had a good time watching this, please drop a like and share this video with your friends. Until I meet you in another exciting video, this is your host Manasa signing off.